Grit Daily would like to welcome you to Monday Motivation.
Hey everyone, it is time for Monday Motivation, and it's good news and tips that, well, you can use on any day of the week. Doesn't have to just be Monday. It just happens that, well, this is the day that we like to publish it. So let's get started. What today's topic is all about is managing our moods. So this is for all of us on those days where we're just feeling, wow, like I just haven't been myself. Something's a little off kilter. Maybe we're a little angrier lately, finding ourselves a little quicker to temper, a little more irritable. Maybe we're just being a little down and depressed. All of this stuff is normal. Each of us is entitled to feel our feelings, and especially in these times of COVID and social distancing and isolation from all of those that we love and separation from our routines, well, it's kind of normal that we're going to be, feeling some different things. And it's up to us to find ways to be able to recognize that we're having these shifts in mood and to take steps to help manage our moods. Notice I didn't say tips to try to eliminate having your moods or stop having your mood swings. You got to feel your feelings. That's what it's all about. And for all those people that are out there going, wow, you're being so bitchy lately, or oh, stop being so dramatic, those just might be enough signs for you to take a moment and pause and think to yourself, maybe my moods are being a little different. Maybe how I'm behaving is affecting some of my relationships. And just give you enough of a chance in that sort of cause for pause where you want to stop, think about what's going on, reflect, absorb, and then take steps to drive the change. So let's get right into this. Let's dive into some tips on how to be able to manage your moods. Because you can't control everything that's happening on the outside. Might be job loss, some whatever unexpected loss, broken trust. Internally, you might have all kinds of hormonal stuff going on like PMS and pregnancy, menopause. Maybe you're transitioning. All of that hormonal stuff, well, it's likely to just kind of wreak havoc with your body and your mood. So don't be too concerned about that. Let's focus instead on how to manage your moods. Tip number 1, consider compassion. So this sounds kind of like an odd thing, but first of all, it's being compassionate to yourself, being kind to yourself, giving yourself that little bit of space that says, wow, yeah, I am going through some stuff right now and I just need to process it and work my way through it. Think about giving yourself a hug and that warm and tingly feeling that happens when you give yourself that hug. Well, that's the feeling that you want others to have. You don't want to be getting into the habit where you're lashing out on everyone who's around you just because you're in a mood. That's going to do some pretty serious damage long-term to relationships. So think about that huggy feeling and try to get to that place by considering compassion. Tip number 2, take a moment to reset. So if you feel a moment coming on, or maybe you're just starting to go down the path of having a moment, you can feel it bubbling up and you're ready to spill over, step back. Excuse yourself, go to the restroom, go to your room if you're at home, take a walk outside, step outside to the front entrance, wherever you are, and just take that 1 minute to compose yourself. That's as little as it takes. Take more if you can have the opportunity and have the time. Play something relaxing, meditation music, or a favorite song that soothes you, or watch a cat video. Just shift your headspace so that you can recognize that you don't want to be in that mood, you want to be in a different mood. Do whatever it takes to be able to transition from the crap mood to the mood you want to be in. Tip number 3, do a poison purge. Well, what does that mean? Clearing out your medicine cabinets, that's probably a good idea too. But it's more about taking a look at what you're doing. What kinds of toxic poisons are you being exposed to, either through social media or the news? Maybe it's too much consumption of either one of those platforms, or maybe you're in a toxic relationship or situation. And if you can't escape, can you think about ways to minimize your exposure to it, where you can create a safe space to give yourself a little bit of solace so you can spend time away from that toxic situation? Then you can work towards thinking about how to eliminate it once at least you've been able to reduce your exposure to that poison. And of course, if you're feeling these moods for extended periods, day after day, you really want to think about talking to a professional who can help you identify what the source of those moods are and to be able to help you through it so that you can have more of those warm and huggy, tingly feelings moods. All right, that wraps it up for Monday Motivation. Have a super fantabulous week. And don't forget, you're allowed to feel your feelings. You just have to be more conscious of who you're feeling them in from, and if you're taking out the negative feelings on those around you versus doing the work that it takes to look internally to figure out what the source of that angst is and working your way through it. Have a great week.
Follow us at Grit Daily on social media and listen to all of our podcasts, including Like a Boss on Spotify, Apple, iHeartRadio, or your favorite platform. For special guest submissions, email Loralyn at gritdaily.com.